and gentlemen, welcome to Wheeling High School for tonight's Friday Night Lights music performance. Let's give it up for our fine arts and all our music groups that are here tonight. The students are super excited to be here. The directors are super excited to be here, and we are so glad that you are here tonight to celebrate with us. Tonight, just some quick safety information. We are pretty spread out, which is wonderful. Please try to keep your masks on at all times, just to try to make sure everyone is as safe as possible. Thank you very much. What is this performance all about tonight? We are here to celebrate the hard work of the first quarter. A lot of it's been done virtually, some of it's been done in person, and we're super excited to share what the students have been working on so very hard. Our first piece tonight, performed by our marching band, will be the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Drum majors, is the band ready? Thank you to our Wildcat Marching Band. Now you have the choice. You can stay standing or you can have a seat as our marching band performs the Wildcat Fight Song. Give it up for the Wheeling Wildcat Marching Band. At this time, we now ask you to turn your attention to the visitors' side of the stadium for a performance by our Wheeling High School Chamber Orchestra, featuring soloists Gustavo Leyva, Daniela Perez, Vivian Munoz, and Francesca Yu. Give it up for the Wheeling Chamber Orchestra. They will be performing La Mascara.
right, hello everybody. Thank you so much for coming out on this chilly October evening. My name is Sarah Strubing and I am the orchestra director here. We really appreciate all of you taking the time to be here tonight. We have had such an interesting start to the school year, and I think we can all say that a lot of things have been really, really different, but a couple things have stayed the same, and those are that we are still able to make music together. We still really like being around each other, and we've been able to have some really meaningful experiences together. I want to take another opportunity to recognize all of our seniors and their parents. We did a nice ceremony before we started the concert tonight, but I know everyone wasn't able to be here for that. So if you are a senior or the family member of a senior, if you could please stand to be recognized. Congratulations, and thank you so much to all the parents. We know this has been quite the journey for you, most of which it started in 4th grade, and you've really gone the extra mile to make this happen for your kids, so thank you so much. We're about to move on to the symphony orchestra portion of the program. We have 3 different songs that we're going to play for you that we've all been working on really hard. This group includes freshmen through seniors. We've been doing some nice Tuesday night outside rehearsals. We've been learning a lot about the elements of the outdoors and getting bit by mosquitoes, sometimes in the face while playing. But we've had a great time, and the 3 songs we're going to play for you are Ignite, Point Lookout, and Selections from Hamilton.
No, there's just a way. I
This
just don't
way.
know how to do it. Mount.
First off, there
That's
needs to be another piece on here. So this is your XLR.
yeah, I know that.
Just mount. Okay. You should
You can look at that.
You think we can take this Reinhardt
you
never
should
mic?
mount on here. And do you have headphones on you?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Wireless.
No, you don't have headsets.
Why not?
You just didn't look them up.
Okay. Let me give you my earbuds, but make sure I get the mic.
Go get.
That's fine.
Okay, just make sure this doesn't fall at all.
Yeah, if it does, then we'll just put it back on.
Why isn't that going now? Why are there no bars showing up? Hold this. Do not let this drop. I heard that this faint.
How long we need a mic for the mic? I think I'll walk out first.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for our Wheeling Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Miss Sarah Strubing. Great job by the orchestra. All right, we are going to shift our attention over to our Wheeling Mosaic Choir under the direction of Stephen Kalala. The first number that they will be performing is Ubi Caritas.
Thanks so much for being with us. My name is Stephen Kalala. I am the director of the vocal program. It is so good to be back doing what we do. I'm just so excited. We wouldn't be here if we didn't have the leadership and the support that we do. So I want to take a quick moment and recognize our administration that's here and our leadership. If you were able to see a snapshot of what they've done for the last 7 months, has been crazy compared to just what this last week was like, getting the building ready for students to come back. So could you please give it up for our grande gato, Mr. Jerry Cook. Principal Cook, we appreciate you more than you know. Thank you, sir. And ironically today, it is Boss's Day, and in the music program here, we have a brand new boss. You've already heard him. His name is Don Raleigh, and we are so appreciative and thrilled to have him leading us, Mr. Donald Raleigh. I am not sure if the Godfather, Bill Dusseling, is here tonight, but we always got to give him a shout out if he's not here. And I am also not sure if Lenny Walker, who is Wheeling, he's proud to be from Wheeling, he's on our school board. And if you are here, Lenny Walker, we want to say thank you for everything you've been doing and enduring right now with this pandemic, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna do a new song. This song came out during the quarantine. I first heard this song on social media and it blew up. And then this gal, she's a gospel singer. What she did was she recorded, she wrote a song by herself. She did the virtual choir where she had like the 8 boxes. It was all her singing all the parts. And it blew up. It went on every morning show. And the minute I heard it, I was like, we gotta do this over at Wheeling. This is a little mini gospel song. And I think it's very relatable. It's called, it's written during the quarantine, it's called At the Fridge Again. We are featuring Stephanie Meyer, senior Stephanie Meyer on this song. Ladies and gentlemen, Mosaic with At the Fridge Again.
She's at the fridge again. Oh, it's calling my name. She's at the fridge again. I'm at the fridge again. She's at the fridge again. I think I need a little help from you. Please come get her. I think I'm doing a little too much. She's doing too much. I'm at the fridge again. She's at the fridge again. Oh, I'm at the fridge again. She's at the fridge again. Tell them again, your fridge. She's at the fridge again. I'm at the fridge again. She's at the fridge again. My snack. She's at the fridge again. It's only been 2 minutes since the last visit. She's at the fridge again. Oh, I'm gonna need your help. Please come get her. I think I need you right now. She needs your help. I'm at the fridge again. She's at the fridge again. Oh, Lord of mercy, the fridge again. She's at the fridge again. Wait a minute. What about the chicken? Sit down. Mashed potatoes. Sit down. Collard greens. Sit down. How about the meat? Oh, sit down. Awesome fruit. Sit down. Watermelon. Sit down. Ice cream. Sit down. Oh, what a dream. Sit down. How about a pickle? Sit down. Popsicle. Sit down. Or a slice of cheese. Sit down. Oh, please. Sit down. I need some juice. Sit down. Minute Maid. Sit down. Gatorade. Sit down. Lemonade. Sit down. I need to eat. You don't need. I need to eat. You don't need. I wanna eat. You don't need. Right now. You don't need. Give me food. You don't need. Give me snacks. You don't need. I won't take it back. Oh yeah. Mama. Please come get her. Come on and see about me. She's doing too much. I'm at the fridge again. She's at the fridge again. Lord of mercy, the fridge again. She's at the fridge.
Give it up for Stephanie Meyer.
All right, let's give it up for our Wheeling Mosaic Choir. Who's hungry? Let's do it. All right, we're now going to shift back over to the other side of the track to hear from our very own Jazz Combo. The Jazz Combo will be performing All the Things You Are.
Jazz Combo.
right, give it up for our Wheeling Jazz Combo one more time. That was All the Things You Are. All right, we're gonna flip back over to the other side of the field. Back over to the visitor side of the stadium for one final performance by our Wheeling Gospel Choir. They're gonna be performing Lord Have Mercy.
Lord have mercy on my brother. Lord have mercy on my sister. While I'm praying down on my knees, Lord have mercy on me. Have mercy, oh Lord, have mercy on my brother. Have mercy, oh Lord, have mercy on my sister. Mercy, and while I'm praying down on my knees, Lord have mercy on me. When we gather round a brother who is lying on a bed of pain, we're praying, Lord, won't you lift him up and take his burden away? So I'm praying, Lord, have mercy on my brother. Have mercy, oh Lord, have mercy on my sister. Mercy, and while I'm praying down on my knees, Lord, have mercy on me. For the children caring for the parents, for the mother worrying about the child, we're praying, Lord, won't you lift them up and give them peace for a while? I'm praying now, Lord, have mercy on the children. Have mercy, oh Lord, have mercy on the parents. Mercy, and Lord, I'm praying for all of these. Lord, have mercy on me. When I'm a cold road, I won't be calling in vain. When the waters of trouble are rising up, I'm calling your name. I'm calling your name, oh Lord, have mercy on my brother. Have mercy, oh Lord, have mercy on my sister. Mercy, and while I'm praying down on my knees, Lord, have mercy on me. I'm praying now, Lord, have mercy on me. Hear me crying now. Please, Lord, have mercy. Have mercy on me.
Give it up for the Wheeling Gospel Choir with Lord Have Mercy, under the direction of Mr. Stephen Kalala. We're now going to swing back over to the other side of the field. We are going to have our marching band, our jazz band director, Mr. Malik. He's going to do some introductions, and we're going to hear from our Wheeling Jazz Band.
Thank you, Mr. Rowley. All right, we're just gonna do a quick warm up with the jazz band. As you guys know, it's cold out, but we're gonna warm you up with some jazz. All right, it is important that these horn players get a little bit of air in their instruments before they play. So we'll do a quick warm up.
Thank you. That tune was called Blues March, and we heard from Annie Perez Brandon on the drums, Sean DeCourcy on trombone, Olivia Seworth on trumpet, and Eric Garduno on alto sax. My name is Brendan Altieri, and I'm student teaching with Mr. Malik this semester, and the next tune is called Chucho.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Altieri, and thank you all for being here. What an exceptional night this is to, like Ms. Strubing had mentioned, to honor our seniors. Such a strange way to end the first quarter for them, but just so extremely proud of what everyone has done thus far in their performances. So let's give it up for everybody for awesome performances. Now, I think what's so impressive, and I know that my colleagues can say pretty much the same thing, that the music that you guys are hearing from this group, this is about 5 weeks of work. 1 rehearsal per week. So what is just so incredible is how hungry our students have been at those, one shot a week to put the music together. They're doing a lot of work outside of the rehearsal time to put the music together, and it's just so impressive that we've been able to just, squeeze as much juice out of the fruit for those rehearsals. So it's just amazing. So bravo to everybody tonight. And about that, it hasn't been easy for us to come together in these strange times. And I think what is really telling about the musical art is that it brings us all together. So, even in, with the climate and a important election coming up, with the fact that, we're all wearing these masks and there's a lot of fear about potentially catching a disease that's, harming people left and right. The fact that these students are willing to come together for their love and their passion for music, and for the supportive community, our parents, and our school board, and our administration, everybody to come out here tonight, even with the rain. Where did that rain come from, right? We were all thinking, oh man, is this performance going to happen tonight? All right, but then when the rain came, I said, okay, I didn't order that. All right, so the weather went away, and here we are on a beautiful night. The winds died down, and it's just going to be a beautiful rest of the night. So once again, just proud of you guys. We're going to turn it down, and we're going to do a tune called Chucho. The fabulous Nikki Coaten on the keys. Give it up for Nikki. choke. That's fun to say. Two choke. Okay, so as you can see, this is a larger than normal jazz ensemble. What we kind of did here was we combined two of our jazz bands. We normally have two jazz bands, Jazz 1, Jazz 2. I direct one of them, and that fine looking man with the hat over there with the very large trombone, Mr. Jeff Lavorsi. Stand up, Jeff Lavorsi. Hey, Mr. Lavorsi, I believe you're a graduate of Wheeling High School, right? A proud graduate, 2005, okay? Yeah, give it up for Mr. Lavorsi. All right, and when we were designing kind of this band during this, these strange times, we thought, what would be really cool is if these, Jazz 1 people could kind of mentor up our second jazz band, and everyone can kind of get to know one another and just develop a little jazz community here. And I think we have. And this one was written by Mr. Lavorsi. It's a little blues tune that we're calling, what are we calling it? J. Livy Blues? We're calling it the J. Livy Blues. So that's going to be our ender tonight. It's going to feature soloists. I believe it's going to be Matt Pawlowski over there. Yes. All right, and it's going to have Angel Lopez here on tenor sax. And then I think we're going to get another little curtain call from Eric Garduno. Okay, so we hope you enjoy the J. Livy Blues, and thank you for being such a great audience during our jazz portion. And Nikki. Okay, so we're going to get ourselves situated for some marching band. All right, so any of these members from jazz, make your way on out. And we're actually going to begin with a percussion feature for you. All right, so if any percussion lovers out there. Yeah, we got them out there. Okay, so we've got a little percussion feature. And marchers, make sure you guys get limbered because you're about to do a little fundamentals demo. Encore? Thanks, everybody. Okay, no, just kidding. We really have a feature. Okay. Nice work, percussionists. All right, it wouldn't go be fair without acknowledging our percussion staff who've worked so well with this group of percussionists. Give it up for the guy with the really cool colored hair, Matt Brown, our director of the drum line. Okay, and are you the jelly to his peanut butter or the peanut butter to his jelly? I can't remember. That was their Halloween costume on Wednesday night. Miss Morgan Martin with the front line and the pit percussion. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to our marching director, co-director here, Mr. Alex Diesbergen. He's going to take us through a little marching fundamentals thing for you guys. Some things that we do to kind of get the marching band moving. All right, but again, in these trying times, this is kind of what we're working with. But I think you'll still be very impressed. Mr. D.
All right, thank you, Mr. Malik. I can honestly say that in the 12 years I've either been a part of a marching band or helped direct a marching band, that this has been the strangest season I've ever had. We are a marching band that is not allowed to play and march at the same time due to health and safety regulations. But I am very proud of the work that these kids have done over this past season in order to still make sure we're getting those fundamentals done. So what we're going to do tonight is just give you a bit of a demonstration of our marching fundamentals that are the core to what we do as a marching band and ultimately what that looks like. So please also give it up for our junior drum major, Julia, who will be helping call out the commands and leading the kids throughout these fundamentals that we go through today. And so the first thing we're going to show you is just our general attention position. This is the very first thing that you learn as a member of a marching band here. And what you'll notice is that as our marching band works here, they have our attention position to which they stand nice and tall. They have specific spots for their instruments to be. Their feet are in certain spaces, so that way it's all uniform throughout as we focus so much on uniformity here. Now, as we look at this, we also want to make sure that when we attend to playing, that you can actually hear them. So the way their instruments are right now doesn't really work. So we have what we call our horns up position. You'll notice with our horns up position as well that this is fairly uniform across the band as well. If you play a brass instrument, you're just a little bit above what we like to call parallel, so that way the sound reaches you guys in the stands and not just the bleachers and animals that are hiding underneath it. When we look at all of that, the other things we want to take care of is what we refer to our dresses. We want to make sure that our band as a whole is always moving together, that they are in line, as that is a core part of it. So what we do is we will often call a dress right, so that way people can look in turn to see whether or not they are actually still in line and check themselves. And you will notice that we have people that are on the end that do not turn their heads. They are our guides. They are the ones that everybody else is relying on being in the right spot to double check and make sure that their feet are together. They are all in the same place here. And then eventually, once they're all set and good, they will be called back to center, so that way they can resume playing and marching in our proper directions here. And so the next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and just show you a little bit of our actual marching fundamentals themselves. So band, if you would, could you please go ahead and turn and face south? And we will then go ahead and call them to set position. To which, so that way we don't always have to call for a band 10 hut, we'll just call them to set, so that way they can know to resume their attention position as we head forward here. As a marching band, what we like to make sure that we do is we are moving with the music and moving in time. So we have what we call the mark time position. The mark time position is just the band keeping their feet in time with the rhythm here. You'll notice that their feet are all uniform and that their heels come up to their ankle bones all throughout the entire band, and that eventually, when they are called to a halt, they all stop at the same time as well. Now, in looking at this, obviously, being a marching band, we don't just stay in place the entire time. Eventually, we do move forward, and we use what we call an 8-to-5 step. And so, as the band does a forward march here, what you will find is that they're going to move across the yard lines uniformly and take 8 steps to get to the next set of yard lines. As they do this, they are all taking the same size steps throughout, as it's 8 steps to go 5 yards. Pretty simple math there. We then also have our backwards march, so that way, sometimes they don't always move forward, it just depends on the time. You will notice they will still do an 8-to-5 step here, but backwards, as they are trying to always keep their heels off the grass until they come to a halt. Now, as you'll notice, we aren't always perfect, but we strive for perfection. So we use our dresses during times like these, so that way people can ultimately check and see where they are. And the students on their own, they'll make their adjustments, they'll make sure that they get back to where they need to be so they can all be in line perfectly throughout as we prepare for our next steps. Being a marching band as well, we would have what we refer to as our slides, because obviously, with the way they're facing right now, Those stands over there will be very appreciative of what they hear, but you guys wouldn't hear anything. So we do what we call slides, where they turn just their upper body to you in the stands here. And so we're gonna do an 8s and 8s drill where they're gonna slide to the right, which to them, that makes perfect sense. So mark time for 8, slide to the right, mark time for 8. And so, as we look at this drill here and we look throughout these fundamentals, with our slides, they often have to make a lot of adjustments in terms of the directions that they are facing here. Most of the time, they will shift constantly throughout an entire show no matter what they are doing here. Eventually, they will have to go ahead and move backwards. So band, please turn and face south. And let's do the same thing, mark time for 8, backwards 8 with a slide to the right. And mark time for 8, and then we'll call to a halt. And what's nice about this drill primarily is that because they're sliding, they're able to stay within their lines easier as they're able to reference the people that are in front of them. And so, hopefully next year we're able to present to you a more full show, which includes a lot of our different choreography that we typically use, more movement, and hopefully sound as well. But this is just a little taste, so please give it up for the members of the band and their marching fundamentals. And another round of applause for our junior drum major, Julia, who did a fantastic job calling out her command.
I think we're ready to go here. The Woodwinds and Brass will now play a selection for you. It will feature senior soloist George Gutierrez on the saxophone and Leslie Gonzalez on the flute. It will also feature student teacher Mr. Brendan Altieri as conductor. Here we go. right, give it up for the Woodwinds in brass. Now we will have our full marching band with our last piece of the night, Rocky Point Holiday. Give it up for the full marching band. Give it up for the Wheeling Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Mike Malik. Thank you to our orchestra under the direction of Miss Sarah Strubing and our vocal program under the direction of Mr. Stephen Kalala. And the most important people here are our students. Welcome back. Thank you for a great performance tonight. Awesome job by all you guys. Thank you to our parents, family, friends, and everybody out here tonight for letting us put this performance on. You guys did a great job. It was great being out here. Now go get warm.